Previously on Nomad Travel Adventures. I arrived early Wednesday afternoon to Naples, which would be my home base while traveling through Italy. My first impression wasn't the best. This is definitely the place if you like grungy cities. But after some major sightseeing, eating, and shopping, Naples started to grow on me. So I settled in early that night at my hostel hoping to get some rest. Early the next morning, I grabbed some coffee and headed to the train that would take me to the hop-on, hop-off bus tour through the Amalfi Coast. The sights were incredible, and I quickly arrived at the town of Amalfi. I checked it out for a couple of hours and even got time to do hiking through natural lemon farms. But with little time left in my day, I headed back to the bus and was on my way to the highly anticipated town of Positano. July 13th, 2017. Finally arriving at Positano, I was like a kid in a candy shop. I had seen so many pictures, but this was way beyond what I expected. The views were more incredible than anything I could have ever imagined. So we just arrived at Positano. It is freaking beautiful. The water is so clear, it's so blue, it's so amazing. I'm so excited to show you guys everything that Positano has to offer. So Positano was really lovely and felt like a beach town with a sophisticated flair. This was a side of Italy I had never experienced before, and there would be quite a bit of walking to do before I got to the beach. With so many shops around the area, it was hard not to stop and look at everything. Clothes were everywhere, and I started to notice that elegant beach fashion was definitely a highlight here. I came across pretty much everything from custom-made leather sandals to your typical straw beach hats. Walking downward to get to the beach, it felt a little like I was in a maze. The flower-filled walkways were full of tourists coming and going. With so many people around me, it started to become a little bit overwhelming trying to find my way. And I have to admit, I did get a little lost spiraling downward through the tunnel of stores. But at the end of the tunnel, I saw the light. And finally, at the end, full front and center, I had arrived at the beach. The picturesque view definitely stole the show. There was already a huge crowd of people, but I managed to find a spot. As I got closer to the water, I was surprised to see that there was no sand, but just pebbles. Aside from that, everything just fell into place. Boats were coming and going, people were laying out and relaxing, children playing in the water, and the waves seemed to move at a perfect pace. This was summer's paradise, and I had just found it. For me, it was what traveling's all about. Finding yourself in a place you never imagined and living it for that moment. It was truly magical. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Hey guys, so we made it to Positano. It was a really great day. Positano just had a really nice shopping area. There's lots of things to buy, especially clothes. I think they're really into fashion, and from what I've heard, it's a big influence in beach fashion overall, Positano. And then we headed down to the beach, and it was amazing. I just sat down and meditated for a little bit. There were a lot of people, but no one really gets in your way, so I recommend being careful with the pebbles because it is one of those beaches that it's not sandy, so bring some flip-flops and then take them off right before you get into the water. But yeah, I think we're gonna head back. Sunset came around too quickly as people started to leave. Strolling through the town, it was a lot busier as people got ready to go out and eat. It was Thursday night and you could feel the restlessness. This was beach sophistication at its finest. I went upward, staring down at the setting sun behind Positano. I had to catch my bus back, so I took one last glance at the beach. It was truly amazing. This magical city had revealed the true meaning of travel and living for the moment. And for a minute, I imagined great artists being inspired by its beautiful sights. Positano had left a big handprint on my heart, and I would be forever touched. Like my videos? Subscribe for more.